Hi folks, John Hecker here again, the pro at Brooklyn Country Club in Rochester, New York. Today I'm going to take you through a couple misconceptions that I often hear the people I'm either playing with say to themselves when they're hitting a bad shot, or they say to someone else when they're hitting a bad shot. And it's kind of a combination of watch the club hit the ball or keep your head down. Now these pieces of advice can really cause problems in people's games. As a matter of fact, sometimes I'll see a very athletic person have an unathletic swing, and I can oftentimes kind of chart it back to that was the comment that threw them the wrong direction in the game. So it's important to understand, hey, when you're starting off, pretty much all of us start off topping the ball. And we're trying to figure out how to get the club under the ball. Obviously, if the ball's on a tee, if we can hit the tee, the ball is on top of the tee, so it hits the loft of the face and the ball gets up in the air. And if the ball's on the ground, we simply have to get the leading edge of the club under the ball and make our divot right about where the ball is or a little bit in front of it. So what kind of advice would be good there? And I'm going to take you through that. So on the left here is Michelle Wie. She's obviously hitting an iron, and we're going to watch her swing, and we're going to critique, A, is she seeing the club hit the ball? I think that's probably a little bit hard for us to tell. But what we can tell is how her head reacts to the hit. So as she's coming through the ball, you can kind of see she hits the ball in the ground. You can actually see the tee flipping up in the air. Now some would say, look, she's keeping her head down, watching the club hit the ball. The thing that I would point out is, hey, it may look that way, but she's picking up the ball pretty quick. Probably, 30, 40 yards off this strike, she's picking up the ball. And the people who stay down too long are the ones that seem very unathletic and stunt their follow through and really struggle with the game. So I'm going to say that she's probably not seeing the strike, considering she's hitting it about 90 miles an hour. And I certainly have never seen the club hit the ball. It just happens way too fast. But look how much further down her head goes from where it starts. Now that's what helps get you into the ground. When you lower your body, and in this case either keeping your posture or increasing your posture, helps you get into the ground. And then, as I said, when you watch him follow through here, hey, that's a complete finish. She's standing perfectly upright. So a person who's trying to keep their head down or stay down, clearly that's not what Michelle Wie's doing. And, as I noted, there are a few side effects to him. One of it certainly slows down your club head speed a whole lot. Nobody wants to hit the ball shorter. So now I got Charlie Huffman here on the right. You'll see Charlie takes the club back, and he stays about the same height, and now he gets lower. So he's lower coming into the ball. Clearly his club gets under the ball, and I want you to watch his head's reaction. To me, it looks like his eyes are following the ball, and he can probably pick it up. Hopefully you can see the ball here taken off. That ball's no more than 30 yards off the tee. He's following it. And then as he comes through, he gets into his finish, and he's taller than he was at address. So things that you want to focus on, instead of keeping your head down or watching the club hit the ball, I would say, geez, you really should practice brushing the grass if the ball's on the ground, or clipping the tee if you're hitting a driver or a ball that's teed up. And if I was to say anything about your body motion, is, hey, just feel like you're staying bent over. Again, and I say that because you can see he's lower than he was at address. So he's more bent over. He's added flex to his body. That helps him get the ball in the air. So, as I said, the reason why I'm addressing this is things that I see people's swings get ruined by. The head down, keep your eye on the ball type thing. Instead, hopefully I've given you some solutions for that. And so when you're out on the course and you're struggling to get the ball up in the air, try to focus on what the club needs to do to get the ball up in the air versus what your body needs to do. So give that a try. Hope it helps, and we'll see you out in the course soon.